this question says the Black Widows, the Barracudas, and the Cheetahs and the Bumblebees are four ringette teams that have just returned from a hockey tournament in Red Deer. The histograms show the number of goals scored in the 14 games they played. Okay, so here we go. So you can see the distributions there. The histogram, which represents the data, with the highest value for the mean. Now, the trick is with the mean is to recognize it's going to be at the center of the data. And so the center of the data for like the Black Widows is going to be like right about there, right there for the Barracudas. It's going to be like right here for the Cheetahs, right here for the Bumblebees. When we're measuring the mean, that is the distance from the y-axis, because that corresponds to a value on the x-axis here. So the largest one here is going to be the Black Widows. 13 here, question 13, the histogram that represents the data with the highest value for the standard deviation. Well, that's the most spread. Now, if it hadn't have been for the Bumblebees, I'd have probably said the Barracudas because they're just kind of flat just across there. But the Bumblebees, we've got a kind of a peak here at the beginning, comes down, and a peak there at the end. The spread of the data is quite high. The Bumblebees are going to have the largest standard deviation. And in this case, it's pretty clear that the Cheetahs have the smallest standard deviation. The mean number of goals for the Cheetahs, okay, well, to go up to the Cheetahs here, and I had this calculated and then I accidentally deleted it here. So I've got 3 times they scored 2 goals, 6 times they scored 3 goals, 4 times they scored, 4 times they scored 4 goals, and 5 times they scored 1 goal. And then if we divide that by 45, we get that their average number to the nearest tenth is going to be 3.2. Now, to get the standard deviation for the Bumblebees, I had to enter this into my calculator in my the statistics feature there, so I had to put it on my list. And then I'm going to do one variable statistics, but I entered it in as a frequency chart. So when I do this, I've got to go one variable stat, and then I want to go list 1 comma list 2 because I put in the frequencies in there. We'll come down and do it, and it looks like my standard deviation is going to be, what does it say, to the nearest tenth here is going to be 2.6.